Hello everybody, I am SS the Showstopper and welcome to my channel. For my subscribers, thank you so much for staying with me. If you're simply passing through, thank you for stopping by and let's get into it. Now, I've been around in the social media space, I've been looking at a lot of things and I'm noticing that there are a slew of women out there who are speaking on marriage, who are speaking on relationship, solid relationship, marriage, and the foundation and the family. And I've been looking into the situation and I am wondering why it's like a phenom where all of a sudden so many women want to be married. They want to put marriage first to the point where they are actually attacking other women on the internet because they are mothers and they are unmarried. And I'm looking into it and I'm like, why is this so? It's like there's a shaming tactic behind women who are not mothers. However, they want to be married before they decide to get pregnant. And there's nothing wrong with your desire. It's great. I am one of them who is actually in support of that decision. I am actually one of them who have spoken so many times about honoring marriage, respecting marriage, respecting married couple, respecting wives, yada, 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 respecting yourself as a woman. So I am usually in support of it. However, I noticed that there has been a gap. It's like a semi-war or a cold war between women who are not mothers and are unmarried and women who are unmarried but are mothers. There seem to be a lot of attack, like I said, and the comments seem to be rather venomous, disrespectful, low character, the things that they're saying to describe women who are mothers but are unmarried or they are single mothers. The languages that they're using is also very caustic. And I'm wondering, why is it? Why is this so? Now, I get when it comes to social media space, there are trends, there are things that people like to do because it prompts the algorithm for them to get views, for them to get likes, for their content to build and for them to gain traction, and in return they get paid. I do agree and I do understand to an extent where they are coming from because business is business. However, you have to be careful of what you are putting out there and the message that you are sending. If you are about female empowerment and supporting women and are about female advancement, why is it that during that process you are also trying to wage a war between one spectrum of women who are unmarried, single mothers, and women who are unmarried but are not yet mothers, looking to be married, hoping to get married? Why are you women on social media doing this? You guys are pushing a war. You guys are pushing separation. You guys are pushing hate. You guys are pushing division. It's not causing you guys to come together. If you're about female empowerment, you should be in the mind frame of empowering women across the board, not just for sexual liberation, not just for something that you like because she's opening a business or she's doing some hustling that that you like or that you cater to. It shouldn't be about that. It should be empowering women across the board once you see that they're pushing towards advancement. Now, am I supporting a woman or am I supporting the message that you should have multiple children for multiple men or even one man while unmarried? No, I am not. However, things do happen in life. Nobody knows a person's particular story unless they decide to come and tell you. Not because you see something about people who are out there, people who are well known, popular on the internet, and you see a story or a snippet of their life, you automatically believe that it defines them or you know everything about their life. And so you start to attack. It does not give you the right to attack because we don't know every single fine detail about a person's particular life. My reason for saying this is that I was seeing a former choreographer. I think she's a choreographer, dancer by the name of Joie Chavis. I think that's her name, Joey Chavis. She looks rather on the biracial mixed oriental side. She's the baby mother of rapper Bow Wow. She's the baby mother of Future and also the baby mother of the NFL player. I don't quite remember his name. Forgive me, guys. And, they were together. However, they are no longer together. They split up right after the baby is born. And I think he's now dating India Love, another popular person in the social media space who have been popular from the days of Tumblr to Instagram all the way up to TikTok, right? So he's dating her now. And persons are coming at her, persons are attacking her to the point where she had to do a video. I'm not sure if it was a live that she was on or she uploaded a video, but she was speaking on her being a single mother for these guys, and people are attacking her. And she's saying that if it doesn't work out, you can't falter because you weren't there, you don't know, and you should not. She had to even come out and defend her child, telling people or cautioning people not to speak on her daughter because they don't know anything about her daughter, and she did not give them any permission to
act like I just go out searching for. I don't go looking for nobody. Okay? Let's just get that straight. I don't go out looking, searching for nothing. I don't have no intention of, ooh, I'm gonna go do this. Like, no. You guys act like I just meet these people and just get pregnant. Ooh, I'm gonna have a baby. Like, no. It's like years of building with somebody and it doesn't work out. Like, okay. And I'm left with a child. Like, okay, I get it, but these aren't strangers, you know what I mean? Just didn't work out, and that's okay. Life goes on, so let's move on. And please keep my daughter out of your guys' comments. Like, what are you teaching your daughter? Worry about your daughter. Worry about what you're teaching your kids, and if you don't have none, worry about having some kids to teach something to, okay? Because I teach my daughter very well. She has seen me in relationships. She's seen it not work out. Yes, she's seen me with a kid. She don't even want no kids, from what I understand.
Okay, let me go after you.
Okay, so I just
permission to speak on her child. And it goes to show that a lot of you women out there in this space are very, very disrespectful. You're coming from a place of either resentment or rejection. I don't know what is it that is out there, but a lot of you need some soul searching. Speaking on female empowerment, yet you're doing all of these things is not the way to go. And this is one of the reasons I always say I do not support female empowerment, because it is a farce. Especially in my neck of the woods when it comes to the Black community. It is a farce. It's only persons who are popular who you like, or popular who you like to see, that you automatically support. But when it comes to other women out there, you believe that it's your duty to attack them. And I'm looking at Joie Chavis and I'm looking at her lifestyle. Yes, she probably have made decisions that are in error. She probably could have made better decision, but this is a woman who chose to bear her children, bring them in life, and take care of them and be a mother to her children. That's something that you should commend her for. She did not abandon them. They're not taking her to court. She's not having any argument that she's scandalous on the internet about, or she's being ratchet, or she's being loud, vulgar, loud, vulgar, disgusting, despicable, for want of vulgar or harsh words. She's not portraying that behavior at any point in time. So I'm not sure what's the issue. But I think I know what's the issue. The issue is, one, how she look, and two, the type of men that she have access to. That's why a lot of you women are mad. You guys are upset because you're unmarried without children, and those type of men are not coming your way. They're not seeking you out. They're seeking women like Joey Chavis out. They're seeking women like her to date, to be with, to impregnate, to get with, to hang around, to spend money on, which a lot of you would like. A guy who's successful or rich spending money on you, right? And these guys do that for her. They take care of her. They spend money on her. She gets pregnant for them. They take care of their children. And such is it. You guys are mad about that. That's why you guys are coming at her and you're attacking her. You understand? And when we look into there's a lot of hate that's inside a lot of women. That's why I always say a lot of things that have happened to women, especially when they're in a relationship, it's not necessarily what the person is doing, but what you are actually doing to yourself in the process. You have abandoned yourself. Once you have abandoned yourself, you're opening up the windows for anything to happen and for you to tolerate it. You're opening up the doors for anything to happen and for you to tolerate it. Once you decide to love yourself and put yourself first, there are certain things you simply won't tolerate. Whether you become pregnant, whether you got engaged, whether you are married, that's it. It matters not. A decision will be made because you are putting yourself first. Mind over matter. Positive mind, positive vibration. And so you begin to think clearly, process what's taking place, and you make a rational, conscious, and intelligent decision. Oftentimes, it's not so easy because we allow, or women allow, the situation to overpower them. And so their emotions are all boiled up all over the place and they are unable to make rational decision. In the case of Joie Chavis, she seemed to be the type of person where even if getting pregnant for that individual was not planned or wasn't at a time when she wanted to, or not necessarily the individual who she wanted to get pregnant for, it's obvious she's the type of person who is willing to walk away. She has what you guys don't have, the willpower to walk away. And because she have the willpower to walk away, she loves herself. She cares about herself. She will always have access to those type of guys. I'm sure there are so many females out there looking like her, maybe more attractive than her, who do not have access to those guys. She does. You see what I'm talking about? Self-empowerment and embracing who you are and loving who you are. You understand? This is what happens. Take, for example, a Lori Harvey. She date these guys. A lot of them hate her because, a lot of women, that is, hate her because she have access to certain type of men that they're drooling over, dying to be with, that she have absolutely no problem walking away from once it's not going the right way or the way she is hoping for it to go. She move on with her life. And see, now she's into self-care products. She's taking care of her inner self. She's taking care of her outward appearance. And that's what it is. And that's what it takes to be a premium woman. Self-love and self-care. And so a lot of you women out there need to understand the importance of it. And I know that there are lots of women from different socioeconomic backgrounds. So she could be very poor or very rich, who love herself very much. The only difference is that she may not have the money or the riches or the income to take care of herself how she really wants to. But trust me, that doesn't mean that that woman is a settler or has high tolerance for BS. So this is what a lot of you women need to understand. I'm going to pull this story. I once have a female friend, and it was because of this, I get into myself and I understand who I am, and I decided that I do not want to be friends with females who are in relationship and going through serious relationship problems, whether they're married or unmarried. Once you're in a situationship or a marriage and it's hell that you are going through, I do not want to be friends with that woman. I can be a great counselor, I can be an associate, but I do not want to be friends where we're hanging out, we're communicating all day long, because those women tend to be extremely toxic. There are three things that they always portray: low self-esteem, insecurity, and jealousy. Low self-esteem, insecurity, and jealousy. Insecurity, based on the fact that they're going through so much. The person is doing them so much, but they refuse to leave. They refuse to make a decision, if it's even to separate for a moment. They refuse to let go. They refuse to take time out and get back to their get back, which is focusing on themselves. They refuse that. Number two, Low self-esteem, low self-esteem low self-esteem to the point wherein they're not focusing on anything that is meaningful. They're filled with toxicity. They're filled with speaking down on other people, talking down on other people. Jealousy. When you listen how they speak about other women. I show you the reason. I was hanging out with a female friend once, a former friend. And she was going through a whole lot with her partner. A whole lot. She was a friend that I know for many years. She was going through a whole lot with this guy, right? And upon going through all the things that she was going through, he was lying, he was cheating, he was doing a whole lot of things, you know. And him doing that, I remember being around her more than once. She saw a woman passing. And when she saw that girl passing, she said, my man would like this one. Oh, she looked like, but she said it in a rather vulgar tone. My man would like this gal. My man would like this gal. You understand? Look on her. And, you know, I looked and I laughed it off. I remember on another occasion, she said, my man would like this one. Yeah. All this one my man would like. Yeah. All this one my man would like. See her there. And I looked into it. And when I went home and I processed the information and how, you know, the things that she was saying and how she said it to me, I realized that, you know, there's an issue. I keep my communication very minimal, you know, because she was an overly aggressive person, extremely aggressive. And I said I can't be around that individual because we have had falling out quite a few times based on the fact that she is extremely aggressive and she listens to nobody. And so instead of trying to change her or constantly be saying it to her, reminding her of something, I just avoid her because I don't need that type of energy around me. It doesn't matter who you are. And when I heard her saying those things on 2 occasions, I decided that, listen, this is not the type of person that I would want in my space. No. Mm-mm. Your self-esteem is way too low and you're thinking very negatively about other women simply because you're in a situation wherein you refuse to leave, you have low self-esteem, it generates insecurity, and you have abandoned yourself. And it's wherein she starts to think nasty of other women. She see other women and automatically assume that her man will like that one based on how the other woman look. And I'm thinking that she might be thinking the same thing about me. I don't want to be in that space because that's an evil eye. I do not want to be in that space or that energy. And so I just decided that it's best that we part ways. I see you high and bye, and that's it. I kept my communication extremely minimal until it went extinct. If I see her somewhere, I'll just give her a wave offering and that's it. You understand? So that's what I'm trying to let you guys know. When you abandon yourself, these are the things that will come into play. Your self-esteem, it will diminish. Right? Insecurities, heighten. Jealousy, heighten. And so every single thing about you become low. Your vibration become low. You don't have an interest in how people see you. You start being disrespectful, aggressive to people, abrupt, rude, and disrespectful to people because something is taking place in your personal life that you refuse to address. And based on you refusing to address it, you start projecting. That's how you start dealing with people in the public space. And now we're seeing it on social media. A lot of these women are attacking Joie Chavis because they have low self-esteem. They're drooling, they're salivating over a particular type of men who they consider desirable men or high value men because these guys are successful, they're rich, they're young, they're handsome, they're doing well for themselves, and they cater to someone like Joey. And she gets pregnant for them and she move on with her life and they take care of the children and they're sitting there hoping that a guy like that propose to them, date them, take care of them, give them the good life and all of that. And because they don't see that forthcoming, a lot of them are there without children. I guess biological clock is perhaps ticking also, or they have these high education, the master's degree, the PhD, the this and that coming from these high value university, and they're in their big career. And so a big NFL player to them who is a high value man, a big NBA player, a well-known rapper should find them attractive and want to date them based on their education, based on their achievement. And because that's not the reality for them, let's take it out on the woman that those men go after. And that's what's happening right now. So you see what I'm speaking on, ladies? It is important for you to love yourself and put yourself first. Always put yourself first. Once you put yourself first, it's no competition. It is no competition. But because you abandon yourself, that's number one, then you start to allow a lot of persons, including the opposite sex, to tell you that you're competing. I think it's Ashley Dalton, her name is, a TikToker, and she's on the internet teaching women about grooming themselves, especially black women, which is a beautiful thing. She's empowering them and trying to tell them to look better, go to the gym, change your diet, this and that. And it's a good thing. And they attack her because she should have said, let yourself go. If you're a 300-pound woman, you should desire a chiseled body guy. You should desire a guy that looks like a Greek god or an African Nigerian god. You understand me? You should desire this man, and he should want you with the bonnet on your head, with the Crocs on your feet, weighing 300 pounds, morbidly obese. He should want you just the way you are, simply because you went to school and you have a master's degree, you have a PhD, you have a bachelor's, and you're doing well and you have a career for yourself. And you love burger, you love this, you love that, you love the unhealthy food, and you want to be controlling, you want to be, demanding, you want to be overbearing, you have that nasty attitude just the same. And you're out of shape and all these type of things, but that guy is supposed to desire you and abandon all the other girls who spend time grooming themselves, taking care of their physical appearance and such, and come to you. And because it's not forthcoming, then you start attacking them. So you start listening to a lot of men who are telling you all these crazy stuff about women being this and women being that and women being this and women should do this and women should do that. Yet those are the particular women. There's a particular group of women. I am sorry. There's a particular group of women that they constantly go after. There's a particular group of women that they constantly go after. And those are the type of women who takes care of their physical appearance, who pride themselves in their physical appearance, because looks matter. It matters. It matters. So this is what I'm trying to let a lot of you guys understand. Never abandon yourself. If you have 3-4 kids, don't abandon yourself. Do not abandon yourself. Get back to who you are. Get back to loving you and putting you first. Because if you are sick, you cannot take care of children for them to be healthy. It's simply not possible. It's not possible. A sick parent cannot take care of a healthy child or bring forth a healthy child for all the way up to 21 years. It's just not possible. It's not possible. So you have to put yourself first. You have to put your health first, both your mental health, physical health. You have to put all of it first. Spiritually, take moments to meditate as women and cut out the competition. What are you Listen, I just did a video on it and I was speaking on what women are doing across the globe and what has been taking place in Jamaica. So one moment you guys are for female empowerment. I'm not doing this for a man. I'm not doing that for a man. The next minute you're hating another woman solely based on the type of men who desire her that you guys do not have access to. So which is it? The topsy-turvy mindset simply needs to stop because it's toxic. There's no way you can be empowering and you're about your autonomy, your independence, you're celebrating you. You go and you work hard and you this and that and you take care of yourself. You don't have to rely on a man. You don't have to do this. You don't have to do that. Oh, I'm so independent and I don't need you to do this. But at the end of the day, a female out there having multiple children for a guy or for guys, and those guys happen to be great fathers to their children, you guys are attacking that woman. Everybody's not going to go in line. All women will not be married. That's just the harsh reality. All women will not be married. All women will not be wives. All women will not become a mother. That's just the reality. Some women will be married. Some women will be in misery. Some are going to be divorced. It happens. You guys are pushing this marriage. And why would I want to be married to someone who doesn't show any sign of growth, respectability, maturity, responsibility when it comes to me as a female. Why would I want to be married to someone like that? That's like me out here just looking for some problems and I just want to tie myself to it. Just because. No, you know you abandon yourself when you're doing that. You know you abandon yourself because at no point are you thinking about what is best for you. It's like being sick and you refuse to take that one medicine that you know is going to help you simply because you don't like the taste. That's what it is. Why on earth would I want to be married to a group of men or to any man out there who doesn't show any form? I don't care if I'm dating you. The world is big. I'll date someone else. I'll date someone else. It doesn't work. I'll date someone else again. Everything out there that you see, our societal social construct, man design for you to think a particular way, behave a particular way, process information a particular way. And there are way too many persons out there when it comes to relationship, their frontal lobe haven't developed. And so they're not able to think rationally. They're not able to take accountability. They're not able to conduct themselves. They're unable to tell right from wrong. They don't know if they're going forward or backward. So explain, why is there this phenom to be married by any means? What is happening? I mean, it's good to push family values, but certainly you can't force a group of people to be married who do not see the value in it or do not want to marry you. They don't want to marry you. That's just the harsh reality. A lot of men do not want to marry you. A lot of people who are married are way more miserable. A lot of people who are married are way more single than a person who is unmarried. Not having sex, abstaining, they are way more single than them. They're single than them. I promise you. A lot of marriage out there is something called high tolerance. A lot of marriage out there just is something called, okay, it's time. I'm just doing some time. I'm burning out some time until. A lot of things that you see out there, guys, it's called magic. It's not real. It's not happiness. People just decide to tolerate certain behavior until. People just tell themselves that they're going to do some 5 years, some 10 years until. It's good to want to be in a union in the world of utopia. You're a beautiful girl. You want a handsome guy. You get together, you marry, you buy a house, you have 2.5 kids. You enjoy the life because, you know, that's a white man's idea of a great family. 2.5 kids and all of these things. And you're living and you're going out, or you're a housewife. He takes care of you. He does this and he come home. He's faithful, loyally, so respectfully, so cordial. He honors and cherishes you. He does all the nice things for you. Take you on vacation. Do this, do that. But the reality of it is that's not a real reality. That's just not it. And it will never be it for every woman. That's just the reality. So what are you going to do? You're going to hunt on social media to find every woman who have multiple kids or multiple children and start attacking all of them because it sounds good or it makes you sleep good at night, knowing that you tear down another woman, you tear down a mother. Because I noticed that there's a dishonoring motherhood. There's something called dishonoring mothers that I realized in society. From that trend came out about kids and young people telling the world that their mother was a whore, their mother was a prostitute. And it became a trend all over social media, that dishonoring of the parents. From that became the prank. From that prank became a trend. It's like it has been normalized to disrespect women who are mothers. It has been normalized to bash motherhood. You understand? And it's like there's a shaming tactic because she has 2-3 kids. She's a single mother. Let's shame her because the Kevin Samuels told you. The Kevin Samuels whose mother was a single mother, whose mother was never a virgin, whose mother got married at the age of 40-something to some washed up individual. That you guys are taking information and learning lessons from that guy who looked down low, behaved down low, caught dead with a very large woman in some hotel room somewhere. You guys see to take seek to take advice from him to destroy and decimate women who are mothers. There are lots of successful people out there who are from single parent household. We are not promoting that, but that is also a reality. There are lots of successful, and we simply cannot discredit them. We simply can't. And single parent doesn't mean unhappiness, misery, loneliness. Single parent doesn't mean that. It doesn't equate to that. There are lots of persons who are happy by themselves. There are lots of persons who are happier by themselves. Not everybody out there is itching for a partner. There are women out there who are with a guy because she wants a child, not because she really wants a guy. She really wants a child. Whether her biological clock is ticking, she really wants to be a mother. She wants a loving child. She wants someone to love that will love her back, someone pure. She wants there are women out there who are like that. So I don't know where you guys thinking that every woman out there is a single mother who is desperate. I saw this guy doing a video and he's saying that, by the way, one of the next rule, never date a woman who has children. You understand? And I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? There are guys out there who have children that they're no longer with the mother of their kids or their ex-wives. So no woman should date him. No woman without a child should ever date him. Is that what you're saying? Or is it that it only goes for a woman? But if a guy has 10 kids for multiple women or multiple kids for multiple women or for one woman, it's okay. But when it comes to a woman, she has been... These are the things that Kevin Samuels and the other bald-headed white one, what's his name, Andrew Tate, have been teaching men. Women are of less value. The cavity that you came from is of less value as she gets older in life. The height of disrespect. Again, an attack on motherhood. An attack on motherhood. I think these things are designed, like I said, by man. It's to contribute to the population control. Because when women sees this, it's going to prompt women to not want to open her legs to you. It's not going to want to prompt her to open her legs to a man. Because she sees the disrespect and the insult that comes to her. Being a woman, let's say she's unmarried. Let's say she's not a mother. She's going to start thinking, what if I get pregnant? How is he going to treat me? I'm not giving you my body. So it cuts down population. You see, all of this, it leads back. The rabbit hole is so deep. It's by design. So I think they promote these things or they circulate it in the algorithm so that it will get more views and gain traction. So a person will have the mindset or programmed in their head that, listen, I do not want to have I do not want to have children for this particular person because of the way they speak. I'm thinking that could be the case. But guys, it's not looking good. And I'm not here to attack men because the original topic is about women and how they're treating other women who are mothers. You understand? And I don't know if a lot of you perhaps can't have any children, because when you look at a lot of you women out there who are not mothers, a lot of you had gotten pregnant at an early age and you did an abortion. Your mother or your parents took you to have an abortion. And so, you come in your adult years, you really want a child, but you can't have one. So now you find it convenient to hide behind wanting to get married before you have a child. But the reality is that you really cannot have a child. And so it's convenient for you to use marriage as the great shadow or the great scapegoat, to say that it marriage first before I even decide to have a child. A lot of you really can't. So that's why I know that it's jealousy. It's coming from jealousy. It's not just from the Joie Chavis example, but a lot of you guys are really jealous. A lot of you guys are really, really jealous. You can't bear children either. A lot of you guys cannot bear children. And you're not going to tell the guy. You're not going to tell the guy that you're getting with. You're just waiting on him to propose and marry to you. And then he spent 10 years trying to get you pregnant and he can't. He can't. And there are so many complications that you develop along the line. You see how easy it is to shame a lot of you? So we can go right back at you. Yes, I'm a mother of one. Yes, my child is an adult. But that does not mean that because I'm a mother of one child, it means that I should go out and join an emblem or an avenue wherein it's okay to attack women with multiple children. Hell to the no. Because I do not know the story of every woman. Not every woman was promiscuous. I don't know the story of every woman. So hell to the no. I will not join you, I'm sorry, with your negative vibration. I will not join in on that. And it's time people put it to rest. This motherhood shaming needs to stop. It needs to stop. But that's all I have to say. Thank you so much for your time. Enjoy your day and may God bless you. Bye-bye.